Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. I hope that this finds you well wherever in the world you're tuning in from. I hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you so much for deciding to tune in to this live stream broadcast or the replay. Let me know where it is that you're watching from, whether you are watching the replay or not. And yeah, I would love to hear from you. I love to interact with the comments and things and seeing where in the world people are tuning in from. So please do let me know. Also, let me know if this is your first time tuning into a soul centered session, or whether you've joined with any of these before. I had a few technical difficulties just now, so apologies if you tried to join the live stream a moment ago. I had to jump off and jump back on again, but hopefully things will be fine now. I've had to kind of change a few things around on the computer and a bit of the hardware and stuff that I'm using, but I'm getting there. I'm negotiating the technology. It's not my forte, but I'm learning as I go, so hopefully the sound will be a bit better this week. I had a few people saying that the replays, the sound wasn't so great, so hopefully it's a little bit better now. And yeah, feedback is always greatly appreciated. I'm trying to improve these sessions all the time to make them more accessible and more manageable and beneficial for everybody. So feedback is always greatly welcome. So when you are on, please jump on and say hello in the comments. Sometimes there is a bit of a lag and a bit of a delay, but I will always go through all of the comments that appear up on my comment section. So yeah, I just let me know when you're here. Say hello. Yeah, it'll be great to know who I am, who I'm meditating with, and who I'm working with this evening. It's always a joy and a pleasure to interact with you and exchange energy and share this space. So we're here to slow down. We're here to relax. We're here to get soul centered and to connect with what is important and what is going to be most beneficial for us and our highest selves, and sitting in stillness and focusing with intention to feel into how we are doing, to get grounded, to clear what isn't serving us anymore or what we're carrying that doesn't actually belong to us, and to then add some layers of energetic protection. So that's what these sessions consist of: three short practices to help build the energetic awareness, the energetic hygiene, and give you tools for your toolkit so you can use them away from these sessions to benefit you in your everyday life. So Bernie's jumped on. Hello, Bernie. Lovely to have you on here, my love. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, I am on now and I'm here and we're working away. So just while we're waiting for a few other people to jump on, I don't want to get started without people here that want to be here. Let me introduce myself for those of you who are new or perhaps are aware of me but not entirely sure what these practices are about and what has led me to these. So my name is Holly. I'm known as Holistic Holly around and about the internet on different social media platforms, and my background is holistic well-being, and that is taking mind, body and spirit as a whole, not able to be separated, and looking at well-being as all of those things: wellness of the mind, the body and the spirit. But I'm also a medium, a mystic, a channel. I am very much into divination practices. I am absolutely a massive lover and advocate for tarot cards. I actually have been using them in my own practice for nearly 20 years. I've actually been teaching tarot for about 18 years. And it is something that is such a powerful tool for self-mastery, self-awareness, and helping you negotiate the struggles and strifes that life throws at you. So and there are many other things that I do. I'm very much into running events and workshops and helping people develop on their pathway. So I have actually got a tarot workshop coming up More details of that on my Facebook page for anybody who's interested, or if you are interested in knowing details about the tarot workshop, just pop it in the comments and I will send you information. I also have a women's wellness and womb healing workshop coming up that I'm collaborating with a dear friend of mine, Rose Healing Yoga, Karen. She's amazing. So we're going to be doing a collaboration together on the 7th of July, which is very exciting. I've got a retreat in the winter in November at Golden Grove Retreat Centre, where we're going to be exploring inner landscapes and spiritual exploration, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's a really, really beautiful space, and lots of other things going on as well. So if any of that you feel drawn to, or you fancy, just let me know and I can share the information. These meditation sessions, the soul centered sessions, I run fortnightly online and fortnightly in person, so I alternate the weeks. And this week we're online to be of service and to help assist as many people as possible without money ever being a barrier and getting in the way. But if you are interested in what I do and would like to support my work, you are able to support me via Patreon for either £2, £5 or £10 a month, and details of that are on patreon.com/holistic_Holly. But you can find everything about me on my website, hollysholistic.healing.co.uk, with hundreds of hours of back catalogue of these soul-centered sessions. I've been running these for a long time now, so you can find all of them on my website and my YouTube channel, hollysholistic.healing.co.uk. So I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone's settling in, getting in their comfy positions, getting a nice blanket, getting a drink, getting ready to settle into this session. Stacey's here. Hello, Stacey. It's so lovely to have you join us. It's been a while, babes. It feels like an age. So great to have you here. So thank you for joining. It isn't going to be an extra long session tonight, as I have another birthday tomorrow. One of my 3 boys, it's their birthday tomorrow. My youngest is actually turning 3, which is crazy. So I've got to go wrap presents, blow up balloons, do all that fun mum stuff. But yeah, I will stick around for about an hour or so as we do these practices. Now, the reason that I do 3 short meditations is because it is very, very beneficial to practice shorter meditations more often rather than one long meditation, like sporadically or not so regularly, because it helps you to strengthen that muscle memory. It helps those neural pathways in the brain to be able to drop into that space of relaxation if you do these techniques multiple times for short periods. It's really, really great in that regard. So I'm going to have a little drink. Any questions about anything, please pop them in the comments. It would be my pleasure to answer them for you. Just have a cup of tea with my beautiful Labyrinth mug. Bernie is familiar with this. That's actually from a beautiful place called Boscastle in Cornwall, where a group of us went on a retreat last year, and we went to the Magic and Witchcraft Museum, and we went on a bit of a pilgrimage in the truest sense of the word to a place called Rocky Valley, where there are some ancient labyrinth carvings in the stone. Some people say they've been there for a few thousand years. No one actually knows where they came from or how long they've been there, but it was a really beautiful experience. Very old ancient energies there in the land, and it was really, really powerful. And the goddesses, the women that I went down there on retreat with, all chipped in and bought me this beautiful mug as a memento of that. And so this is very special to me. Okay. So, well, just a small group of us here this evening, but I'm absolutely thrilled that those who are here, and it's always the case of whoever is meant to be here will be here. So I'm sure people will catch the replay in a time that's good for them. So let's settle down and get yourselves comfortable. If Charlie the cat is around, Bernie, I hope that he's nice, coached in and not bothering you this evening. Remember to put your phones on silent so notifications or anything don't pop up and startle you if you are listening to this on your phone. And just settle down and begin to notice your breathing. Close your eyes when you are ready to. Okay, and just bring your awareness to your breath, to your breathing, the ebb and flow of the air as it travels in and out your nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest, and just start to lengthen the breath so your exhale is slightly longer than your inhale, but at a capacity that is comfortable for you. Perhaps breathing in for 6 seconds, breathing out for 8. Again, like I said, no forcing anything that isn't comfortable for you. Everybody's different. And on your next exhale, I want you to drop your shoulders down away from your ears, softening the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks and your jaw, giving yourself permission to soften, giving yourself permission to let go of whatever it is that you have been carrying. Softening into your shoulders, softening into your hips, softening the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. Just breathing out the day, knowing that you are safe, knowing that this little period of time that you have carved out for yourself is a gift of love to yourself. It is an opportunity to really tune in and see where in your body you might be uncomfortable, you might be tense and holding some tension, and just breathe a deep breath into any areas of discomfort in your body, any areas of tightness, and just imagine it softening, melting. Perhaps imagining that breath that you're breathing into that space like warm water or like a hot water bottle, just helping you to let go of what tension is there, filling it with love. Aware now of the chair or the bed or the sofa and the floor beneath you, supporting you, holding you. As now we are going to send our awareness and our point of focus downwards into the earth. First of all, by becoming aware of the contact with whatever is holding us, whatever sturdiness is there below, and then sending our awareness down further, whether that be imagining your breath propelling you down into the ground, just a few feet below where you are. You may like to do this by imagining, visualizing, requesting that energetic roots travel down from your lowest point, maybe your feet, maybe your butt, just roots traveling down into the earth, perhaps through the layers of the carpet and the floor, the concrete of the foundations of the building that you're in, travelling down into the dark, cold mud and rock, through the shale, the shingle, the gravel, until you reach that rich brown earth, travelling through the beautiful, rich ground that in itself is an ecosystem of countless organisms. Your roots spreading down and outwards, helping to steady you, helping you to feel more stable, supported. And these roots travelling down, spreading outwards, it may help to pause as you're breathing in, and in that moment of spaciousness between the inhale and the exhale, and then as you breathe out, use that motion, that exhale, to help propel your visualization of the roots travelling down into the earth. It might help you to think about different types of trees, or an oak tree spreading out, down, wide, moving and unfurling in and out of one another, connecting with the earth, the being, the sentient being that is Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, Mother Nature. Feeling as if these roots spreading out and down are like an embrace with her. Feeling unconditional love, support, gratitude. As we return that energy to her with love, with thanks, with appreciation. Boy, does she need our love right now. And as you breathe in and breathe out, imagine your out breath now breathing love back into Mother Gaia. Sending healing down into the earth. And breathing in that strength, that courage, that confidence that comes with the stability of groundedness. Feeling anchored in, deeply rooted, as we travel our awareness now back up into our body. Traveling our awareness back up through those roots, back up through the earth, the soil, the rocks, the foundations of the building, back up through your feet, through your root chakra perhaps if you're lying down, back up into your body, aware of the bed or the chair or the floor, feeling that in your body. Finding gentle movement as you come back in, perhaps wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Just allowing that feeling of groundedness and steadiness to just lock itself in. Every cell, every part of your body feeling powerful. Take a deep breath, smile, and when you're ready, come back into the room, opening your eyes. As I said, have a stretch, have a wriggle, have a move, perhaps do some hip circles or some neck circles, shoulder rotations. You know, we're not used to sitting still a lot of our times, a lot of our days, so it can be, you can just feel a little bit uncomfortable sitting still for quite a while, which is another reason why I prefer to do the shorter meditation practices for people that are just developing their practice. Make sure having a drink close by is very important as well, to help you hydrate, to help your cells function properly, and so you can hold that light, hold the high vibrational frequencies and the resonant frequencies that we are attuning to. You know, when we connect and ground down to the earth, and you know, when we are grounding or earthing out in nature, touching trees, walking barefoot, swimming in the sea or in, you know, rivers and waterfalls, you know, we are reconnecting with the Schumann resonance. We are reconnecting with the frequency of the earth. And you know, even when doing the higher vibrational work, for example, you know, working with crystals, having Reiki healing, you know, working with, you know, energy therapies like you know, acupuncture and reflexology and shiatsu that work on the meridians of the body, the energy channels, the rivers of energy, the subos in the body. You know, in order to hold that high vibrational frequency, that high prana, that high chi, we need to be adequately hydrated, properly hydrated. Otherwise, it's like a battery without enough, you know, my mind has gone blank, without, you know, the relevant ingredients inside it. Yeah, hydration, so important. And you know, I'm not always the best at remembering this, but boy do I feel it when I'm not hydrated properly. So how are we all feeling? I hope that you're feeling great and grounded and more relaxed, more at ease, more peaceful than when you first started. I'm going to have a little drink while we're in this space in between. Oh my gosh, we have her here, Jenny Fionn Giles. So glad you could join us, my beautiful sister. Jenny says, of course the hydration piece is coming in. Yeah, hugely. Jenny says, this has been coming in for me the last 2 days, big time. Well, I don't normally prattle on about it in these sessions, so it's obviously just for you, Jenny. It's obviously what you need to hear right now, so thank you for that, because I think we all do need to hear it. Sarah says, just logged on, kids are playing up. Good to have you here, Sarah. Oh boy, do I know that feeling. And you, welcome. So we've only done the first meditation so far. We've just done a bit of grounding and settling into our bodies, which, you know, you can do while we're here, while we're chatting in the in-between, sending your roots down into the earth, just, you know, just doing your mindful breathing practices just to help you get relaxed and into the zone. We always start the meditations with the same settling in process anyway, so it's just the grounding piece that you've missed. Big hearts to you, Jen. I can't see me because I'm too close to the camera, but so Bernie says, nicely grounded, thank you, you're very welcome. Jenny's just laughing at my comments. I don't know how much of a lag there is actually between when you type and when it pops up, but hopefully there's not too much of a delay. So yeah, so glad that you're feeling good for it. Yeah, we've got that hydration piece coming in big time, and you know, it is really, really key, really, really important. So before we go on to step 2, I just want to sit here for a moment to see what comes in and what needs to be shared. Okay, I'm seeing like an old spinning wheel. I guess that's what they're called, right? Um, you know, like in Sleeping Beauty, where the spinning wheel and she pricks her finger. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing a spinning wheel, and it's like all the threads are coming together to weave, you know, the thread for you to start creating the next chapter of your life. And so it's very much a coming together of different things that have been accumulating along the way, and things perhaps that you didn't ever see before as valuable in your history and in your story is all of a sudden kind of bubbling up to the surface for you. And I'm seeing this as like a lotus flower now, like kind of water lily sitting on the top. And you know, I think this is true for a lot of us, that we have been on that journey, you know, through the murky water up towards the sunshine. And what I'm being distinctly kind of impressed with here is that aspects of this struggle that we didn't realize were bringing such gold, such wisdom, such important strands to our thread, to what it is that we're going to be weaving in the future. And so I just want to say, like, never discount anything that you've experienced or discount any part of your story or part of your journey, because it's all going to come full circle and it's all going to become really relevant to what it is that your mission is, your gift to the world is, and your journey is going forward. You know, speaking about life purpose and you know, our calling is something that I've I've been mindful that I've been having conversations about this a lot in the last few days. You know, I think part of that is because I did a meditation, and I was a guest speaker at a business networking event last night, which was incredible, and I was kind of helping people get out of their own way so they can hear themselves and be, you know, drawn to what their purpose is. But I'm really aware that often we discount things that are important, that have such value for others, because we don't see it as being like a big piece of the puzzle. But I want to say that it is all important, and there is gold in everything that you've experienced, particularly the stuff that you least like about yourself. There's gold in that, there's gold nuggets in that. And I think the more we sit with those parts of ourselves that we don't like and the difficult parts of the journey, the brighter the light is when we come through it, and the brighter the gold is for us to be able to share that with others and lead the way for others. I know that I mentioned to Bernie and Jenny in a group chat that we're in, back a week ago now. We were doing this higher self meditation, and we were shown a past version of ourselves in this meditation by our higher selves. And I saw the old version of myself as all broken and full of cracks, and my higher self was filling all these cracks with gold. And I know that there is a Japanese art style or technique, I don't know what the appropriate word would be, where they mend broken pottery with gold. And so it's the broken parts and the jagged parts that make it more beautiful. And I really think that this piece about negative self-talk and being just awful to ourselves is again something that I've been talking about, and it's through, you know, self-compassion and self-love that we actually do the biggest healing. And I don't know who this is for, and I don't know why it's really important for me to say this right now, but it's really coming in to share this. And so when we sit in meditation, and I think a lot of people avoid it, so well done for showing up and being here to do it, but I think a lot of people avoid meditation because they don't want to sit with themselves, because their voice that's in their head is so mean. and the things that it throws into their, you know, their forefront of their mind to think about is things that is really uncomfortable, and it makes them squirm, and it fills them with regret or resentment or whatever it is. And so it takes time, but you have to sit with that stuff. And it's easy, and it's funny. I read on the Pattern today. The Pattern is an astrology app, and I read on the Pattern today about how we people with whatever that the aspects on my chart are for today. It says, right, like, we have a tendency to distract ourselves or throw ourselves in to projects or whatever it is, instead of actually sitting with that discomfort. And that resonates so much. And even though I know how to do the work, and I do sit with it when I can, I've got a busy life. I've got 3 young children, a business, a dog, a house to run and look after, as well as all the other projects and things that I'm trying to do. But I do have a tendency to constantly have podcasts playing in the background, or like, just constantly finding busyness, rather than actually, I just need to sit, and I need to be, and I need to go with this discomfort. So this is just a reminder that we all struggle with that, and that we all sometimes run away from what it is that we need to face. But it is through facing that, it's through facing it, that we grow, that we heal, that the gold can fill in those cracks and fill in those gaps. Thank you for allowing me to chew the fat and pour this out and say what needed to come in. But I feel as I'm saying that, I feel like the winds are shifting. I can see like a big tornado like coming in to clear the energy away for people. And I think if you're willing to sit with it and allow it to come to the surface, the wind, good old Gale, hey Jen, the wind can come and blow it away and clear it away, but you have to allow it to come to the surface for it to be cleared. So whoever this is for, I hope it resonates. And it's something that we all go through. And if you need support with it, there's so many tools that I can share with you. If you ever need a guiding direction to what tools would be beneficial for you. And I know I'm like a broken record and say, Ho'oponopono will fix everything for everybody. But if you need any guidance on what tools that can be beneficial to help you work through what it is you're working through, just ask. A tarot reading is always really great for that. Not that I'm plugging my readings here, because tarot pulls for yourself as well. I always say about tarot, when used as a tool by the self, for the self, it is one of the things that can help you progress rapidly on your own healing journey if you start working with them in that way. So Bernie says, so emotional right now, lots coming up in the last couple of days, threads being woven and unraveled, rethreading, reforming. That's perfect. I love that. So thank you for sharing that, Bernie. I love, threads being woven and unraveled, rethreading, reforming. And that's absolutely like what I was seeing with, the spinning wheel, is that these different threads were coming in, and different colors, and some golden threads, which is why I went on that talk about the gold. Stacey says, I hear you, Holly. I have been so distracted lately. It's so lovely to be here, feeling so much better. Good. I'm so glad, Stacey. I'm so glad. And, it's okay as well. It's okay to distract yourself. It's okay to, not want to deal and just have that distraction. But there are times as well where we do have to settle in and do the work. Otherwise, we are holding ourselves back, and we are self-sabotaging in a way. Like, sometimes that distraction and that, that binge watching our favorite show, or, again, binge listening to the podcasts, or, for me, I love that, the Gaia.com, like listening to stuff on there. Like, sometimes that is self-care and self-love, but also it can also be self-sabotage if we relentlessly do it without taking a break. So I'm glad that you're feeling so much better. That makes me feel really good. So Sarah says, I keep getting messages that it's coming, like whispers in my ear. Is anyone else getting this? Right, I love that. Now the thing about that is we all receive communication in different ways. And for some of us, it's the angel numbers that we see repeatedly, and oh my gosh, they have been off the charts lately. Particularly 555 and 5555. Which is about big change coming. So I love that you've been hearing it like whispers in your ear, because some people, get the signs like externally, like out in their environment from source, from the universe, like the, glitches in the matrix type style. Some people get it from, animal communication and animal messages. Some people literally get like the clairaudience, where like you hear it in your ear. Some people, are having these prophetic dreams, or they're doing the cards that are repeatedly, consistently saying the same thing. It's coming, and it is coming, and it is building. There's radical shifts happening and big changes happening on so many levels. But I love that you're hearing it clairaudiently, Sarah. Very, very exciting. I mean, I can only speak for me. I'm not getting it's coming in my ear, but like I said, I'm getting the 555, which is a big shift coming, a big change about to take place. So that's very, very exciting. So with that all being said, let's just see if there's anything else that I need to share. Now I'm seeing someone using a pendulum. Now that isn't a tool that I use very often for myself, but I can see someone using a pendulum. So if someone is asking questions or asking to be guided or looking for answers, and you haven't used a pendulum before, that might be a good avenue to pursue. But yeah, I hate that expression. Why are you giving it to me like that? The expression that came in is there's more than one way to skin a cat, but I hate that. I really hate that. But there are so many different ways to get communication and answers from source. So explore, see what you're guided to, see what you're drawn to. Many of us have used these tools in many different lifetimes, so some of us pick things up like instantaneously, like it's something that we've always known. And I definitely feel that way about tarot. So yeah, right, let me just, I can hear little children on the landing. A moment, I think they could go into the bathroom. All good. Okay, so I've loved this chat. Thank you for humouring me, my beloveds. And I think it's time that we settle into our second meditation. And let's see where it takes us. Normally this is like a clearing, energetic clearing and expansion exercise and activity, but these things, I always allow myself to just be guided and inspired myself as they come. So let's just see what happens. If you do lose the live stream for any reason, or if you get interrupted and you have to go kind of midpoint during this meditation, this middle one, or you have to go away at the end for whatever reason and sort something out, whether it's a child or animal or someone's at the door or whatever, and make sure that you ground yourself afterwards, because what we're going to be doing now, it is going to be raising our frequency, it is going to be expanding our vibration, and what that can do is leave us very open to, how can I say, very much more sensitive. Our satellite dish is expanded, so we're much more perceptive to energies and things going on around us. Okay, so just make sure you're grounding down and calling all your energy in after this meditation if you have to leave. Okay, so when you're ready, my darling hearts, you know the drill. Close your eyes, nestle in, Snuggle in wherever you are and bring your awareness to your breath. Start to lengthen those exhales. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Relaxing the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks and your jaw. Softening the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. Giving yourself permission to relax, to soften. To put down whatever it is you've been carrying. Feeling more and more relaxed with every out-breath. Acknowledging that it's okay for thoughts to pop in. It's absolutely okay for the monkey mind to have its little foot stamp and throw in all the things from the day that it wants you to think about. Just smile, no judgment, and bring your focus back to that breath, that breathing, the ebb and the flow, the inhale, the exhale. Setting the intention, imagining and visualizing that every inhale is a beautiful clearing light, a pranic energy, life force, chi, that comes in and lifts and clears away any stagnant energy, so that when you breathe out, anything that isn't serving you goes out as you breathe out, to be cleared, transmuted and transformed, or to go where it will be useful. So breathing in a beautiful healing, clearing light, and breathing out what isn't serving you, what has served its purpose and isn't needed anymore. Anything that isn't serving your highest good, that has become stagnant, that has become blocked, or perhaps doesn't belong to you, that you have taken on from somebody else. That can be friends, loved ones, acquaintances. It can be energy that you have picked up from the collective consciousness. It can be stories, limiting beliefs that you have carried from previous lifetimes, or that you have even inherited from your ancestors. If it isn't serving you, it is time to let it go. So allowing that beautiful white light that you breathe in to just clear and dissolve and clear away what isn't serving you anymore. Forty-four, 44. With the assistance of your angels, your guides, and your higher self, your soul, the fullness of your being. You may like to imagine this white light traveling around your body like warm, soapy water, clearing and dissolving as it moves around. You may begin to imagine your body just filling up with this white light. As every breath in raises your vibrational frequency, you may start to feel a little lightheaded, a little strange. That's absolutely okay, because you are safe, you are protected. And if it ever feels too intense or too strange, just get those roots back down in the earth. Begin to ground yourself. If it becomes a bit too wibbly wobbly, a bit too weird, you may feel tingling in your hands or feet, similar to having a Reiki healing session. You may find that your third eye is activating and you can see colours swimming in and out. And you may feel none of these things, and that's absolutely a-okay. You're not doing anything wrong. It's all about intention. Asking for this assistance with the intention of clearing what isn't helpful, what isn't needed. And when you feel adequately that your body has cleared enough of today's heaviness, enough of today's stagnant energy or energy that wasn't serving you, so you're filled with this white light. Now use the ebb and flow of your breath to visualize this light emanating out from your body to clear the layers of your energetic field. So your whole, the auric egg, the aura, the energy field, the electromagnetic field around your body is now being cleared in the same way, with waves of this white light, this clearing light, traveling through the energy field around you, clearing what isn't yours, any stagnant energy, any thought forms, anything that you've accumulated in this energetic space around your body that isn't yours, that isn't helpful, that isn't serving you. So it is clear and radiant. Seeing yourself glowing and radiating and emanating this beautiful white light, perhaps with even sparkles of gold or shimmers in there. Conscious that this is who you really are. Conscious that you are a being of light, temporary, housed in human form, but the human form is such a small part of your vastness, and that the light emanating from your soul is vast and travels out a lot further than the outer edges of your physical being. And that you are always connected to Source, that you are always in conversation with your higher self, And although we may have to negotiate the roller coaster of our physical lives and the highs and the lows and the drama and the conflict and the obstacles that we have to overcome, we are always able to step back, take a breath, and remember the truth of the situation, of who we are. Knowing that whatever it is that we are experiencing in a day, it's just one page in one chapter, in one volume. In an infinite library of dates, of spaces, of places that we will experience in the entirety of our existence. And that if it's not okay, it's not the end. And that good things are coming. And that we that we incarnated for this experience. So there is gold in every experience. There is wisdom attainable in everything that we go through, because everything happens for a reason. And we are part of something far bigger than we can possibly fathom and possibly understand. And there's beauty in that. We are but one light in a galaxy of stars and souls. But we are all of it. Here to awaken from the illusion of that separateness. Remembering that I am you and you are me. And we are all just walking each other home. Spending a few moments now just breathing this beautiful light. Awash with this beautiful, universal, galactic energy, remembering that we are all connected. And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And after a few deep breaths here, I want you to start to bring yourself back to your body, calling this light that has expanded from your outer edges back to you. Imagining it perhaps just like pulling a cord back towards you, whatever has drifted off, just returning back to center, back to your heart center. And as you allow all of your energy just to slowly move back towards you, focus your attention now for a few breath cycles on your heart center, where that energy of our physical form and our higher spiritual form dance together, mingle together, communicate with one another. At the center of unconditional love. Of our connectedness to all things, all living beings, in the land, in the earth, in the sea, in the skies. On other planets and other galaxies. All our hearts beating. All of us breathing at the same time. All one family. 55. And the knowledge of that is coming in to change us all and to change the world as we know it. And when you're ready, just take a great big breath, perhaps the biggest breath you've taken so far during this session. Feeling back into your body, aware once again of the chair or the bed or the sofa underneath you. Aware of the temperature of the room, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, having a stretch, having a move, doing what feels good. Let me know how you're doing. Oh, that was a nice one, wasn't it? Thank you for that inspiration. I personally feel like something has shifted recently in the meditations that I hold and the way that I talk people through the story of what's happening, or talk people through the process of what we're doing. And I believe that is because there's this big change happening, and I do feel that there's different guides working with me in a much clearer way as my upgrades have been happening through these changes that I've been experiencing. As many of you know, if not all of you, I've been through some darkness this year, and it's always when we come out of the other side of the darkness that we level up in a big way. And I do feel that change, and I don't know if anyone else is aware of it. If it's like some of you, I've been holding space for many years. So let me know if you feel that is changed as well. Jenny says, I have to go straight to Jenny's comment. Jenny's put a UFO and an extraterrestrial emoji. Anyone else? And absolutely aware of that energy. Absolutely aware of that energy. And that's why I felt so inclined to have to say about the other worlds in other star systems. They're coming in strong, Jen, aren't they? Big time. Big time. And they're waiting for this change, and it is coming. And the more that we acknowledge that we are all one, and the more that we start to act accordingly and be more loving and compassionate to each other, these beings from other planets are going to make themselves known to us a lot more publicly, because we are moving into a stage of our evolution where it is more higher vibration, where we are more communicating more energetically with more altruistic purposes in mind, with more wanting to give love back to the earth, wanting to give love back to each other, being more community orientated, and focusing on undoing the damage that has been done to the world, undoing the damage that has been done to Mother Gaia and the environment, and the damage that has been done to us as a people, with the suppression of all the technologies, with the suppression of all of the clean energy technologies. I need to be careful what I say here, as I'm aware that Facebook does censor things. But these beings from other worlds, they do really want to assist us in that. And so as we begin to focus more on how we can make these positive changes, they're going to be coming in to inspire us and assist us, because they know all about it, because it's how they live on their worlds. And for a lot of them, it's things that they've had to overcome on their worlds as well. So Jenny says, actually found myself channeling some light language. Love that for you, babe. Oh dear. Why, oh dear? That's amazing. Felt magical and amazing. It was like I could hear you talking, and then another version of you talking to another version of me all at once. Oh, I love this. Blind me, I'll come here again. Oh, well, thanks, Jen. Here every fortnight. Bernie says, I was off somewhere else in that meditation, but came back when you mentioned other galaxies. Amazing, amazing. It won't make it censored. Nothing you will say will make it censored. It's just what I say. But if it does, hey, it's going to be on YouTube. Mind you, they might censor it as well. I'll have to make sure that we put this somewhere. And now, and this is why people like Elizabeth April and, other people that, Jean-Claude Mystic, Tara by Janine, they put a lot of their content behind paywalls, right? So they can't get censored. It's like their protection, right? So I may have to think about that. But I love this. I love this. I'm so glad it was magical for you, Jenny. So glad that you're off somewhere else, Bernie. And the coming back, when I mentioned other galaxies, it was interesting. Maybe it's because it's something that you needed to hear. Not that I want to make it fit. I'm not about that. Bernie also says, I also had an image of myself as cut glass crystal with rainbows flowing in and out. Well, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and I just got a little shivery there, because we are just prisms of light. We are that. I love that for you. That's amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, we're just going to take a few minutes for people just to settle back into their bodies before we jump back in. It's important, as I said, and you can see why now with these higher level energy stuff coming in. It's important, that grounding and that calling your energy back in, because you don't want to be walking around so open and receiving. Sarah says, I went somewhere else too in the light. Don't know where I went though, but it was beautiful, and someone was talking to me who had a lot of teeth. Interesting. No idea what he was saying, because I came back and I was just looking at his teeth. Funny. Well, maybe it'd be worthwhile perhaps journaling on it later to see if there's any information that can come in. Perhaps looking at the symbolism of lots of teeth. I'm sure there's a symbolic meaning behind it. I often dream, and I know it's a really common dream, that all my teeth are falling out, and I know that is to do with like change and things happening. So maybe worth having a look into what that might mean symbolically. Off the top of my head, I am not sure. And again, with symbols, they're all down to individual interpretation, right? But might be worth having a little bit of a explore into what the symbolism of that might be. But just glancing back over this comment again, someone was talking to me, no idea what he was saying because I came back and like you were distracted by his teeth. So maybe this is like a message in some way to say that you're focusing on the wrong things in your life, or there's a situation around you where you're focusing on the wrong details, and there's other things that are important that you pay attention to, almost like you're being this is the important thing and you're being distracted by looking at something else. If you understand what I'm saying. So use that as a symbol, as perhaps in your life, and see what, after some reflection on that, what might come through for you. A bit of oh, I love that. Sarah says, "Oh my gosh, that came to me as well." And then you said it perfect. So take heed of that, and look and reflect at different parts of your life where this may be the case. Because there's veils of illusion everywhere, right? And often we are perceiving things in a very different way to the actual reality of the situation, because we're missing details, because we're believing what we're being presented with rather than what's going on behind it. And God, there's so many layers to that, and there's so many meanings of that. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Explore where you feel called to explore, but do so with an open heart and an open mind, and see how things unfold for you. Love it. I love all the inner inquiry stuff. It's game changing and paradigm shifting and absolutely life changing. So yeah, right, I'm gonna have a little drink of my tea. Okay, so I think we've all had a little minute. You're welcome, Sarah. Always welcome. So before we jump into the final meditation of the day, I just want to say, if you find my work valuable and if you're enjoying the session and you're getting value from it, please consider, if you are in a position to do so, to support me either through my PayPal tip jar or through supporting me on Patreon. I've got different tiers of monthly membership that will come with different perks and different behind the scenes views of things, and they start at £2 a month. So please consider supporting me if you find what I do valuable. You'd like to help me continue with my mission and what it is that I'm doing. But again, absolutely no pressure. It's only if you are in a position to be able to do that. I understand that things are tough for everybody right now, and I hope that you all are able to overcome whatever blocks, whatever obstacles are in your path to abundance right now. Good old Ganesh is, I'm sure, working overtime with all the people that are calling his assistance to clear obstacles, but he is a deity of great power and great reach, and by working with his energy he can very much help blocks to abundance. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha is a very powerful mantra, and it works wonders. And we often, when it comes to blocks to abundance and things like that, again, it's like I mentioned in the meditation earlier about letting go of what we've inherited from our ancestors, letting go of things that we've brought forward from past lives. And often these, it's funny, me and Jen were talking about this the other day. It's often, we've taken these vows of poverty or have these soul contracts to live in poverty, and actually, right, well, that's been served. We've had that experience. Now it's time for us to live in abundance, so we can share that abundance with others to help usher in and create that new earth, this new world that we are hoping to achieve. So it's about unblocking and clearing those things that we're subconsciously carrying that are not helpful to us, that we don't need anymore. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in as well. And so with that being said, shall we jump into our third and final meditation of the day to help us to be protected, to feel stronger and empowered, to be able to go forward and take the sword. I feel like I need to say, to cut away what isn't serving us anymore, the sword of truth, so we can see clearly where it is we're meant to be going, what it is we're meant to be doing, without the veil of illusion being pulled over our eyes, without that inner critic bringing us down, self-sabotaging us, to help us trust in the universe, and that it is guiding us to what is best for us and what we need. So when you're ready, get yourself comfortable, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Relax the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. Softening the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. Sinking into the chair or the cushion or the mattress. Beginning by grounding ourselves just for a brief minute, reconnecting with the ground below us, sending our awareness, our consciousness down into the ground, down into the earth, dropping an anchor, sending our roots down, or just sending our consciousness as a little ball of light down into the earth, anchoring ourselves down, acknowledging and remembering that we are a part of the earth, very much like a flower on a tree, a blossom on a branch. We are intrinsically connected, energetically and physically part of something far larger than our individual selves. And we are a part of a conscious, living ecosystem. And we are a part of the being that is Gaia. As the late great Alan Watts once said, like apple trees, apple, planets, people. And so we are just a flower, a fruit, a manifestation of Earth's consciousness in individual forms. So feel connected to that vastness and that solid earth. Bringing your awareness now back up into your body, feeling grounded and steady, stable, secure. Imagining yourself as that tree with roots deep down in the earth, holding you stable, holding you steady, so no matter how powerful the wind or the storm that blows up against you, you are not going to budge. You're not going to move. You're going to stand your ground and you're going to stand strong. And with that being said, I want you to imagine yourself standing strong, standing tall, standing powerful in your favorite power pose, whether that be seeing yourself standing with your hands on your hips, or perhaps seeing yourself literally standing in a Superman pose, one arm to the side, one hand up in the air, but see yourself standing strong and tall and powerful, like the warrior that you are, the light warrior, the rainbow warrior, incarnated now for a reason, for a purpose. I've heard it said many times that we are the brave ones, we are the courageous ones that choose to incarnate on this planet, because it's hard down here. It's hard in this physical vibration. So we have got what it takes. We have got all of the power, all of the strength, the cojones that we need to get through any situation that we may encounter. And we've got the support of countless ancestors, angels, allies, terrestrial and extraterrestrial, on our team of support to help us through whatever it is we need to negotiate. And as you see yourself standing tall, radiant, light glowing from you, imagine yourself wearing a beautiful suit of armor, the most beautiful suit of armor that you can imagine, tailored to your specific individual needs. Whatever style, whatever color, whatever pattern. And imagine it fitting you like a glove. A layer of protection designed and personalized for you by those in your support team from the higher dimensions. And this layer of protection is going to protect you from energies that will not serve you, that will not assist you, that will not keep your energy high, your confidence high, your courage high. Become aware now of a cloak being placed around your shoulders. A beautiful, vibrant cloak, again, personalized to whatever you need it to be in this moment. Whatever color, whatever material. But know that the vibration of the color of this cloak is exactly what you need right now to strengthen your vibration, to help you stand strong and in confidence, ready to pursue your purpose, ready to slay those inner demons, the inner critic, ready to enforce those boundaries in your life so you are no longer trampled or depleted by other people's energies. Holding your head up high, you feel different. You feel more confident and courageous, and you will be seen as such by those around you. Traveling outwards now to the outer edges of your auric field, the final layer of protection that is going to be placed upon you by your higher self and by your team of supporters. And again, this outer layer of protection can come in whatever form you feel inspired to create. And if you're not visual and you're finding it hard to visualize these things, just ask, trust, and receive that support and that assistance, and ask and know that it is given, okay? And some people may see this as like a bubble. Some people may see it as a disco ball with mirrors all around the outside of it. Some people may see it as dragon scales. However you see it, know that it is powerful protection, so that only energies that are coming to assist you to serve your highest good, that come in love with the best intentions, are able to enter this energy field. Those that come in love are welcome, and those that do not cannot be in this space. They do not have permission to be here, and this force field of protection will help protect you from any vibrations other than those that come in love. Locking in this vibration, locking this into every cell in your body, into the coding of your DNA, into the vibrational frequency that you are emanating. Strong, harmonious, and perfect. Aware now of a white light shining down on you from above, just clearing and cleansing now perhaps any self-talk that isn't helpful, cleansing and clearing away any negative limiting beliefs. I don't like the word negative there. Any limiting beliefs that you might have, just washing this white light over you to keep you in that vibration, that high vibration. As you come back into your body, feeling the bed, the chair, the ground beneath you, finding gentle movement, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Opening your eyes when you're ready to come back to the room, to the space, to the chat maybe. And just know that these tools are accessible to you anytime that you need them. And although you have done this clearing and this energetic protection, it does need to be topped up. And I think, daily practice, daily energetic hygiene of grounding, clearing and protecting is one of the most valuable things that you can do. Absolutely game changing. Now, I know, we've been here an hour and 20 minutes and it's like, but you haven't got an hour and 20 minutes to do these practices every day. No, you don't. But once you start practicing, you can get them down to a few minutes. Now, if you haven't already got it, there is a free meditation that you can download from my website, www.hollysholistic.healing.co.uk. If you go to the main screen, scroll down about 2/3 of the way down, there's a picture of a girl meditating under a waterfall. Just follow the instructions, click on that picture, and you'll be able to download the meditation into your phone or your device, whatever it is that you use. That is just over 9 minutes long. That really quickly goes through these different techniques. And once you've done it a few times, you can really cut it down even further and cut it down even further. Just take the visuals or the tools that really resonate with you, that you find resonate. I offer different alternatives, and you can do them in a couple of minutes in the morning before you leave the house, on your way to work in the car, if you're a holistic therapist, or you work in busy spaces, to put that protection up around you before you go, where there's going to be either people that are going to be energetically draining, energetically quite chaotic, if you're going to be around a lot of people, going somewhere where it's going to be really busy. These things are really important, so you're not absorbing those vibrations of other people, okay? And doing this the clearing activity, washing a white light over you, or doing the clearing breath after you've been around a lot of people and you've been around chaotic energy or someone that is quite draining, you will notice a big difference. So download that for free from my website. It is powerful, and it's the techniques and tools that I used to use when I used to work as a one-to-one holistic therapist. I used to work in homeless hostels. I used to work on a mental health ward, where people were sectioned, and I'd go in and do treatments for them there, which you can imagine the energy there was quite chaotic. The drug rehabilitation centres that I used to go and work in, I used to use these techniques, and it's powerful protection. So definitely check that out if you are one that is very, very sensitive, very empathic to picking up the energies of others. I highly recommend. So Bernie says, thank you, deeply grateful for this session. Thank you, Bernie. It has been a really good session tonight. I've really enjoyed myself. A lot of gold coming through, and I'm really glad that you've enjoyed it. Thank you. How's everyone else feeling? Has anyone got any questions about anything that they would like to just touch on about something that they experienced during their meditation? Please do let me know. Also, again, if you found value in this and you're aware of anybody that will resonate with these practices, that can find value in these practices, please share this with them, or please share this post wherever you share things, because the more people that learn about this stuff, the better it is for all of us. So yeah, please share this with anyone that you think will find it helpful. Jenny says, thank you so much for your magic. You're very welcome, Jenny. Very, very welcome. And I realised I've checked my ego at the door today because I look like I've been dragged through a hedge, and I'm not going to let it bother me. It's been a long day. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this. I really am looking forward to the next one. So I'll be back here 2 weeks today for another one of these live sessions. I will be in person next week at Tinseller Farm near Margam. It's North Cornelian. It's closer to North Cornelian Pile than it is Margam, but the postcode is Margam. It's a beautiful space. If you ever want to come and join me in person, that's 7:30 till 9:30 next Thursday. It's actually going to be the summer solstice special, so we're going to be focusing on the summer solstice. Put my teeth back in. We're going to be focusing on the summer solstice and celebrating that and honouring the earth and honouring the change of season as our ancestors would have done. And I'm very excited for that. So it's going to be a little bit different to the normal session. Obviously everyone is welcome. It would be great to have you join. If you can't join next week in person but still want to keep up with doing the soul-centered practices and get it into your routine of doing it on a Thursday, as I said, there's a huge back catalogue of these sessions on my YouTube channel and on my website as well. You can get it all through my website. So yeah, just wanted to kind of put that out there. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm nearly at 200 subscribers, and I'm so excited by that. So yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Jenny says, you look beautiful as always. Thank you, my darling. Sarah says, I second this. Thank you, guys. You're so nice. So yeah, with that all being said, I hope that you all have a really wonderful rest of your evening. As always, I'm always at the end of a message within obviously working hours. If you ever need to reach out, if you have any questions about anything, if you're not already, join my WhatsApp announcement group, board, community page, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the right word for it is, but I update in there regularly about any workshops that I've going on, what I've got coming up, things that people can take part in. And there are a lot of things coming up I'm really excited about. I'm actually doing a talk on the 19th of July as well about how to, I haven't got the wording quite down yet for it, but basically it's how to incorporate spiritual living into your normal life and how to integrate the two. So it's not keeping your spiritual life and your life separate from each other, but how to live more spiritually in the day-to-day, if that makes sense. So that's what the talk is going to be about, and I'm really looking forward to that. That's on the 19th of July. If you know anyone that would be interested in that is interested in spirituality and doesn't quite know how to approach it, I really want to bring spirituality back down to earth, if you like. So it's not something that's unattainable. It's not something that you've got to dress a certain way or do certain practices, or it's making it accessible to everybody, and that's what I really want. So if you know anyone that would be interested in that, please watch this space and send them the details when they come along. I'll be setting up the events page on Facebook over the next few days. So yeah, I am going to sign off for the evening. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching the replay and you've lasted till the end, God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. And again, let me know in the comments what you enjoyed, what your biggest takeaways were, what techniques did you enjoy from the meditations that you're going to be incorporating into your own meditations. If, like Jenny, you you felt the extraterrestrial presence that are out there, or you drifted off and went to a beautiful space, let me know. I love to hear about it. And if there's anything that you would like me to create, any personalized meditations that you would like, any specific meditation journeys you'd like to experience, let me know, and let's see what we can create together. And I'm very much down for collaborating. If anyone's got any ideas of any workshops or anything that they'd like to create, let's get involved. So signing off, Stacey just says thank you so much, beautiful session, sending lots of love to you all, lots of love to every single one of you, whether you're here live, whether you're watching the replay. I am grateful for you. Let this light shine into the rest of your day and into the rest of your week, and I hope that you are able to negotiate anything that you experience with ease and with grace. And remember, you have the support of countless ancestors behind you. You have so many ancestors, angels and allies that are just waiting in the wings for you to request their assistance. So make sure to remember to do that, and I look forward to hearing from you all soon. Speak to you soon, my darlings. Lots and lots of love. Bye for now. Heel